What's going on, guys? Buddy Banter in a new studio. It's all everywhere we go is always in the studio. It don't matter where we're recording, bowling alley, Easy's house. We're at the luxurious outdoors of Pop's La Casa. Having a stogie, some drinks after I'd say a long week, but
It's for you. It's been a long week.
it's
for me.
only Wednesday, but me and the family are going on a cruise the weekend. Going to enjoy the Bahamas. It's supposed to be 75 degrees.
Nice.
Almost every day and sunny. A little bit of
Awesome.
wind, but hey, it's exciting.
Be better than what it is right at the moment.
Yep. I packed one pair of pants. Actually, I packed two pair of pants. I packed one regular pair and I
Right.
packed some slacks for this elegant night that they called. And I'm dressing to the nines. Well, maybe to the eights because I didn't bring my blazer. I opted out the blazer, but I got vest, tie,
Wow.
shirt, pants, and shoes.
I ain't got all that.
But we're coming in today for episode 21, Conspiracy Theories Part 2. I got some hits on the conspiracy theory comments per Deuce. Episode got a lot of hits.
Sweet.
You know,
Awesome.
surprising, and we just had a lot of information to cover.
Yeah.
And
And still, there's so much
yeah,
out there
there's
to try
so
to
much.
cover. Like you can do multiple parts,
So much.
multiple episodes. That
but general consensus between the Buddy Banter trio now is to bring on part 2 and let's keep talking about it until we get shut down. Dude, I like the likes come in or comments pop up or like random people like subscribe or something. It's like, oh no, it started.
You're on the radar.
It started.
You're on the radar.
yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't take much sometimes, I tell you, man. For a while, when I was working in Cary, worked for a small software company,
Yep.
and I don't know what it was, and I did a lot of traveling when I first went to work for them, and for about 3 years, I was probably traveling 7 or 8 times a year, going out on software
yeah.
installs, and no joke, every time I went through airport security, I don't care where it was,
Sir.
I got stopped, I got pulled out, I got my hands swabbed, I got my bag swabbed,
Oh wow.
I got a full
He's-
a full pat down. And it got to the point where they were like, "Sir, do you want to step in here?" I was like, "No." I'm just like, "I'm right here. Just I don't have time
Yeah.
for all this. Just do what you got to
trying
do."
to leave.
And that went on for 3 years, man. It got to be a running joke in the office. The people that I traveled
Yeah.
with, they were like, "We'll see you. We'll see you at the gate, and if you don't make it, then we'll just let the people know that,
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I got on somebody's list apparently.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, those frequent flyer miles and frequent people, it starts adding up. And they're like, man, look, this dude's been a lot of places,
I don't know. Well, it probably didn't hurt. It probably didn't help that that big black
The trench
duster that I
coat,
have.
yeah, the
Oh,
duster.
God.
Yeah, dude's in there just,
I wore that just about everywhere I went.
oh man.
So that probably didn't help a whole lot.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't
It was on
imagine.
probably some terrorist watch list after
Yeah.
that.
It's some short guy with a trench coat on. He's got a
Well,
beard.
I think
he's
he
dark
was
skinned.
bald head too, though.
I was.
At the time he was
Oh,
bald. So
God.
bald
With the
head,
beard.
bald head, beard,
Oh God.
duster, just ready. Ready to go.
Check him. They
That
clocked
guy.
him as soon as
Yeah,
he walked in.
That guy.
Yeah.
And
Check that guy.
the black Harley boots with the thick soles.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. You just keep making it worse.
Yeah, you slowly knocking up like, you know what? This guy, I've seen him somewhere. Let's go ahead and pull him out. This ain't random no more. That guy.
All the time.
That guy.
And then it just stopped. It just stopped after about 3 years, man. It just kind of faded away.
Yeah.
And I was
That's
like, okay.
that's not a bad thing.
No.
So I'm hoping that some of your topics tonight, and which I did a little investigating on some of the Spartan program and the was it Spartan or Blackbird,
Stargate,
Artichoke, and Artichoke. I did some digging on some of those, man, and they're pretty interesting.
MK Ultra.
They're
Oh
pretty,
yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
these interrogation things, but is that a conspiracy though? Like these like interrogation style things, and them like trying to obtain knowledge? Like is
Well,
that necessarily
some of them now aren't actually conspiracies, like they're a proven fact,
right?
like MK Ultra is.
But you guys talked last week briefly about the JFK assassination, right?
Right.
And so what do you know about the assassination? When you talk about
Magic
JFK,
bullet, guy on a hill. You know, could he have shot him for that far away on the grassy knoll, or did the bullet really travel that far, or the direction that it came in? Because again, crazy enough, just a video popped up of that, but the driver, it shows the driver shooting him
really?
instead of like whatever else. Yeah,
Right.
like the dude like is doing something whatever, but you see his hand and it's just some blurry figure, and you see JFK get shot, and it like hits him like back like this and not like from the side. He slumps over after the shoot, but you see the guy.
Apparently, there's a video that shows him getting shot multiple times. He didn't get shot just by the one person.
Well, so there's a film, right?
The Zapruder film.
That Zapruder film
Yeah.
that shows the one bullet, but apparently there's audio in there that has other sounds that could be other bullets, right?
Right.
And so you talk about when they did it, right? When the FBI and whoever first did the investigation, and then they put together the Warren Commission. You heard
Right.
about those guys, right? They
Right.
said it was one shooter, one bullet, Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah.
He acted alone. And then people started thinking about, because that one bullet went through both Kennedy and Governor Connally. And
But when they did the autopsy, the bullet come out perfect.
that's right. The bullet that supposedly that did it
Mm-hmm.
was in pristine condition just about, and it had broken bones. It had been through two people, caused 7 entry
Is that
and
why it's
exit
a
wounds.
magic bullet.
Yes, because the trajectory and they said, well, it hit this bone and it went this way and that kind of stuff. So later on, there was the House Committee on Assassinations. They actually had this, and it was like in the 70s or something. And they concluded that the Warren Commission and the FBI, their investigations were terrible, and that they said that there was a possibility of at least 2 shooters and 4 shots.
Right.
And this was the government saying this, right? But you talk about, like MK Ultra and Project Artichoke, and we found out that those things are real. You know what Project Artichoke was doing?
No.
It was mind control using things like LSD and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And the reason they were doing it was to see if they could get people to be assassins.
Mm.
And there are some people claim that was a byproduct, that Kennedy's assassination
Right.
happened because they had these people that didn't know they were assassins,
Sleeper cells.
sleepers, and they had been, controlled with all these psychedelic drugs and everything. And that's why they covered it up, because they didn't want people to know about Project Artichoke.
Right.
So I don't know. And that's why the government is suspect in everything,
Yeah.
because it wasn't because like you said, they found out later on that these projects were actually real.
Yeah.
After the fact,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well, they were doing this stuff in what, 1953 or something. The date was.
They started back.
Way back when.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because you hear, they talk about truth serums and again these interrogations, but I mean, if stuff was, well, obviously, again, it being a conspiracy, like if you wanted to know something and you have these people that we capture or terrorists, whatever, you get them, I mean, it's like, tell you everything.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like, so it just kind of goes back to medicines, right? Medicines, you have the day that controls, let's just say diabetes, controls cholesterol and all that stuff. You have, I feel like advanced type things, like I feel like it could be a legit thing. They're not
Sure.
obviously they're not going to tell you, like, oh yeah, we got a truth serum. You just here go buy a vial for
Right.
$100.
Yeah.
Inject whoever, and they tell you everything you need to know.
Drink up.
Yeah, drink up.
Never
Yeah,
know what you may have in there.
Here's a complimentary drink on the house. It's
Yeah.
like, the house.
There's some things I've been wanting to ask you guys, so let's
Yeah.
let's give it a little
Yeah.
while, and we'll come back to it.
Yeah, yeah. Pull a Luke and Darth. I am your father. Like, shit, I knew it. Like, I was trying to hide that all along. Yeah, that's wild. As I said, and again, it is interesting, but you kind of what you hit on last week. It's like, the government's here to help us and protect us or whatever, but at the same time, they're also concealing but want you to trust them, but you're not giving us all the facts. And it's
They
like,
tell you what they want you to know. They don't tell you everything.
yeah,
Right. Well, like the whole, this Project Artichoke, where they literally, I read this one report where they had this one test subject where they kept him high, or whatever you want to call it, on LSD
right.
for like 70 days.
Jesus Christ.
70 days.
Dude was in a whole nother world.
And again, the whole point of that was to breed assassins, and they wanted to find out if they could convince people to do stuff that was against their nature.
Right.
Meaning, if you're a good person,
You don't even need
But
drugs
it was
for that.
doing it.
It's just the right amount of money.
It was
What are
doing
you talking about?
willingly too, though. That's the other part.
For the
that
right
that I
amount of
seen.
money, people would do anything.
I mean, that's true too, but they know that you wanted them to do it. They're going to tell you.
Right.
They're going to tell on you. Like, yeah, you might have gave me $1 million, but they can get it out of you. But if you're so drugged up, you don't know if Jimmy told you, if Billy told you, if Johnny told you. You're just like, damn, I got that idea from somewhere. I just don't remember. Don't remember where. And now, you've assassinated somebody.
right?
So yeah, but it was the trying to do it willingly. It was the key part of that. So
Well, have you heard the latest thing with the tie-in with Stranger Things?
no,
No,
I haven't.
no, I
I
haven't.
seen you when you sent the notes about it, and it piqued my interest, but I didn't want to look it up, and then so I was waiting to be more surprised or enthralled. When I got here, if that's the right word.
It is the right word,
Yeah,
but
that's a 50-cent word to me.
so
Might be $1.
$1.25. I'll give it to you.
I've never
So-
used the word enthralled any point in time in my life. So the fact that I used it the correct way, I'll take the $1.25.
So see, for all the viewers out there, not only do you get the fun stuff, but you also get educated.
You get the vernacular.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, 2 for 2. I'm done. Yeah, what's in these?
You gonna
Hey,
You gonna tap out, huh?
they're laced, boys.
I'm telling you, man. Be careful when you go to somebody's house and they just start handing you stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
You never could tell when you're talking to a sleeper agent.
Yeah.
So could be living a double life all this time.
Just don't
Yeah.
know it yet.
So just
So fill us in Stranger Things. For those that you like Stranger Things, this will be interesting.
So, Project Artichoke supposedly ended in the late 60s, early 70s, whenever it was.
Right.
Well, about the same time that Project Artichoke was running, MK Ultra was running, and Project Stargate. And they were kind of hand-in-hand projects, right? And this has come out. The documents have been declassified sometime in the late 70s or whatever, that these projects actually happened. And the whole point of MK Ultra and Project Stargate was about remote viewing, psychic viewing, so they could spy on the Russians during the Cold War, right? They could put somebody in a room in, Arlington, Virginia, and have them see into the Kremlin.
That's Stargate, right?
That's Stargate.
Okay, I know the one you're talking about.
And MK Ultra had part of that as far as using the psychedelics
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. And so what people are saying is that Stranger Things, if you look at what's happening there, it's all
Right.
remote viewing. That was Elle's, one of her abilities was to
Yeah.
remote view and stuff, and they were using all this drugs and things at the Hawkins Institute.
That's why their nose bleeds like that.
Right. And so that everything that they're doing in Stranger Things is nothing but what MK Ultra and Project Stargate did in real life.
Testing on, again, the youth, because their minds can grasp more
Right.
stuff, and they can hold, just like when you teach babies sign language or another language, they can retain more information because their minds are so youthful. Same kind of thing.
And that all ties back. See, and that's the thing, when you start looking at this conspiracy stuff, it all,
Just
if you think about it, it all links together, because as part of that, it goes back to the experimentation on children and the Nazis that escaped and went to Brazil and Argentina and continuing to do those human experiments, and the governments around the world continued to supply, which led back to the Epstein thing we talked about last week.
Yep.
So there's a lot of that stuff that, you know, the government, even though they've told us about these projects, have they really told us everything, or do they just tell us enough for us to quit asking about it?
Yeah.
That's why people don't trust the government.
Yeah.
When it comes right down to it.
Yeah, just like how I got to pay taxes all through the year and still got to give you $500 more because I didn't pay enough of taxes. Yeah, you made too much money. Give me some more.
Right.
I'm like, what?
Where taxes weren't
What?
a thing until what? The early 1900s?
That's a good question.
Taxes
you may
used
be
to
right.
not be a thing.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't have I don't think you had, like, property tax and all of this. I think it was during World War I or World War II that the government needed help.
Yeah.
So they was like, oh, we'll come out with a tax. And then once the war's over with, the tax was supposed to go away, but it never went away. It's only
'cause they were
increased over
making
time.
money.
Yeah.
And this is not, we'll get back on the topic here in a minute, but having property tax, something I own and have to pay taxes on it every year, that makes no sense.
Right.
Especially when you bought it, like your car or something, or even when it's paid off.
Yeah.
You still have to pay property taxes on something you own. Like, you never truly ever own anything.
Right.
And it's just like this house right here that we're sitting at, right? So back in whenever Matthew came through,
Yep.
we almost flooded here. The water was up to to my door. It was about to come in. That's how deep it got out here.
Yeah.
And we pay property taxes every year.
Yep.
So I went down to the county commissioners and said, part of the problem is these big canals around here that were dug back in the 60s,
Yeah.
when all this development, all these houses and stuff were put in, they're overgrown. They're
Yeah.
supposed to go down to the Lumber River, but they don't because they're all overgrown. I said, when are we going to get them cleaned out? Well, we don't have the money to do it. What do you mean you don't have money? Then why am I paying property?
Yeah.
There's no benefit that I'm getting from the property taxes.
Right.
It's not like you're coming in here improving the property. You're not providing me a service for the property tax.
Well, there's an argument that they used to stay a lot cleaner when they would use the inmates to come through and clean the stuff out.
Well, bring them
But
back.
now it's inhuman to have the inmates do anything.
Oh, they're too busy getting educations and getting 3 meals a day and working out. And,
Now, don't get me wrong, they get 3 meals a day, but they're shitty 3 meals.
okay.
But it's still 3 meals.
You got homeless people that don't get 3 meals a day.
I don't get 3 meals a day. I'm on a fixed income and unemployed.
So, get back to the topic. You ever beat a dead horse? That's the one right there. I love it though because it's hilarious. I love hearing it every time. It's like, oh, you can't even trump anything after that. It's like, you know what? You're right. You're right. You've worked 50 years. You deserve it. I can't hold it against you.
But even then, it's still hard to have a great life.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is, for me, this is a great life.
Yeah.
So y'all come over anytime. You know, one of these days I'm gonna get some friends and I'll have other people to hang out with. But until that happens,
Oh, okay.
I mean, I thought we were friends. I mean, y'all do. When I get some
Well,
friends, I'll invite some friends over. But for now,
Y'all were related.
I guess you guys would do. That sounded like a jab.
Y'all were family.
You guys.
Sounded like a jab, didn't it?
that
I'm
don't
just
count.
saying. If y'all leave it in the
I hang out with y'all
comments.
because I have to.
Yeah,
because we're family.
hey, leave it in the comments. What do you think? Was that a jab? Was that a sly comment? This one of them backhanded comments. It was like, yeah, you guess you'll do for now. I guess there's some real friends over
Y'all
here.
taking it all the wrong way. Story of my life.
So get back to our conspiracies. And I don't know if anybody actually knows a lot about this, and we did touch about it, but the flat Earth stuff. I mean, I don't know if you have anything on that or no. Again, we said that maybe it was more of an egg shape, but not a perfect circle, which I don't think you'll ever get a perfect circle.
No, it's again, it's not perfectly round. It stretches at the equator because of its spinning, right, and centrifugal force and all that kind of good stuff. But, and this is one of those things. So I love conspiracy theories. I love them. I mean, black helicopters and chemtrails and all this. I mean, just you name it, I'm into it.
Yeah.
Whether I believe all of them or not,
100%.
is a different story.
Yeah.
Now, like I do believe there's something janky going on with the John F. Kennedy thing.
Yeah.
I don't-
100%.
I don't care what you tell me. I believe there's something. As a matter of fact, I just saw something last night on the whole thing about we were talking about last week about why we haven't been back to
The moon.
the moon.
Yeah.
There's this physicist dude, Cromwell Mather, that has this whole thing about it. But so there are things that I believe there's stuff that we don't know and they haven't told us about, right? Because he interviewed some of these astronauts that have said, not maybe outright, but that there was stuff that we weren't told about this whole process.
Right.
Right. So there's stuff there. But in terms of the flat Earth thing, I don't know how much I believe on that. I don't know that I believe any of it. But what they say is that it started, I don't know, 150 years ago or something.
Right.
And, people kind of went back to the way it used to be, because at one point in time, people thought it was a flat Earth, that the Earth rested on the back of a turtle and all kind of stuff. But today the flat earthers say that, the Earth is flat. It is round, but it's flat.
But it's a flat round.
And
it's
that,
like 2D.
right.
It's two-dimensional. Like,
Yes.
See, that right there alone, it's like, really? You're telling me the Earth is 2D, but I got all these three-dimensional stuff on it.
Yes.
That,
So there's some and what the thing they talk about is that, like, the Arctic is at the center of the circle, and then everything spreads out, around it, and then the oceans and Antarctic circles the outside. So there's this big wall of ice all the way around
A
it.
fishbowl.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they say that you can tell because what the main thing they talk about, and you can see this for yourself, right, is they say if the Earth was round and you're out watching the ocean and you see a ship approach, that because the Earth is curved, if the ship is big enough, as it comes to you, you'll see parts of the ship appear first. The tall parts as it comes up over the curvature.
right.
And the flat earthers tell you that's not the way it appears. The ship sails off, it's the same. You see everything until you just can't see it anymore.
Right.
I don't know. Because the people that say that's false is because they say, the Earth is so big and the curvature is so small, and by the time you see it, you can't see it anymore. And
Well, did you see, and I may have said this last time, but did you see the guy that did the experiment? He had,
the light.
he had 3 boards with holes in them, and he was spaced out, let's just call it 200 yards. Well, let's just say 200 feet, because people don't know what 200 yards is.
true. I don't. I
3
couldn't tell
meters.
you.
3 meters is 1 yard.
Okay.
So, again, so he was that far away. Let's just say a football field. We'll call it that.
Okay. It's 100 yards.
Yep. So he set up one at 100, one at 50, one at 0. He put a guy at the 100-yard line. He said, hey, you should be able to shine a light through the hole I should see it at 100 yards. If it was flat. If it's not flat, I'm at 0. Well, you should be at 13.7 inches or whatever. So,
Right.
the guy goes down there. He's like, hey, shining the light through. He's like, oh, I don't see it. He's like, oh, we'll pick it up a little bit more. Oh, seen the light. At whatever feet.
Right.
Like right there should just disprove.
Yeah, but you gotta think about how big the Earth really is.
I mean, yeah, it's massive. It's massive. But still, if it's straight, if it's flat,
Right.
that should hold true.
But
It's
how
like
do we know whether they were on hills or not?
it's like he disproved. Well, I mean, true, but they were on the flattest part that they could be on. Like, whatever they were doing, it was a flat surface.
Right. I don't like that.
It's like that right there disproved it altogether.
Right.
Why even talk about it anymore?
I don't believe it, but I do have a great imagination, and it's one of those like it's hard for me to believe anything unless I've physically seen it.
Right. Well, that just means that when you get to the end, you should fall off. I mean, that's
Yeah.
like when you sail.
It don't just
But
go
how
forever.
far do you truly need to sail?
Well, apparently you can't, because once you hit that Arctic wall, you can't go any farther.
Right.
And you can't. Well, again, so you climb up the wall, but that's the other theory, right? You can't get past
Right.
the Arctic wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you don't know if it's true, what's on the other side. How far
I mean,
do you have to go?
you can't fly over it.
I think there was Is
it a
a
geological
story-
oddity?
a
Is it
story
2
out
weeks
there
away
where a
from
guy
everywhere?
actually flew over it or something. He got
Hey,
in trouble. I
if you
know.
don't know, hey,
Oh, brother, where are
there
thou?
you
Yeah.
go. It's a geological oddity. I
2
mean,
weeks from everywhere.
Exactly.
so I mean, you just can't
I don't know. I haven't been there. I can't judge that.
like, can we get funded for like expeditions? Like, how do we do that? How do we?
Hey, man, do a
how do-
Kickstarter program.
Well, I was gonna say, like, we have no backgrounds. We're not geologists, archaeologists, Scientologists. Which is a religion, if y'all don't know. But we're not any of those things. How do you just start an expedition? Just some people.
Right.
The last people that did that were in a submarine with an Xbox controller and their batteries died and it imploded.
Yes. Let's not be those
allegedly
people.
Allegedly though, right?
Yeah. Let's not be those people.
Let's
Well,
not go down.
And this
Let's just go
is
straight
a
across.
I wouldn't say touchy subject, but it's fairly new. But it is also becoming, I think, a conspiracy theory. I don't know if y'all seen the stuff about Charlie Kirk.
I haven't looked into it, but I did see something about that the other day.
I've seen trap doors. I've seen like oh yeah, dude, he was sitting there and it like this thing like lowered down in front of him and shot him.
Well, I've seen the one where there's like a camera behind him, and the guy, like, as soon as it happens, the guy, instead of trying to help Charlie, he immediately takes the camera
Yeah.
down. And they're
Yes.
saying that there's a bullet that came down at an angle. That's the thing about conspiracy theories is they're like rabbit holes.
Yeah, like that is
Rabbit holes, there's more than one entry and one exit.
like that's the newest type assassination thing that's going on. Because when he does these things, doesn't he normally have the barrier like in
I
front of
don't
him?
think so, no.
No,
I
he
thought
had
I've
a.
seen
I don't
somewhere
think
he
he ever
does.
had one of those.
He was wearing a bulletproof vest.
But yeah, I've seen that. I've seen the blood.
And-
I've seen the hose with blood. I've seen so much
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, it's
Well, you got to
obviously
be
it's a
careful
tragedy.
now because the AI is so good.
Yeah. But like, it's obviously a tragedy, but that's also like a conspiracy. Like they was just out there talking, but people didn't like what he said, so they killed him. I mean, like,
And I don't understand why people get so offended by words and his beliefs.
yeah, it's
It's
like
not like
I
he
mean,
was trying to
it's
take over the
literally
world.
freedom of speech.
He
I
was
mean, he's just
literally just out
having
there
conversations.
Talking.
Like
Yeah,
what?
he was-
Yeah, again, it's like, so we're doing this, right? I mean, nobody like really knows us,
yeah.
but same thing. Like, oh, I can't believe y'all talking about that.
Yeah. That-
Y'all talked about all these video games, and I can't stand that. Blow your kneecap out.
Yeah.
It's just something stupid. I mean, just people in general, just every little thing. Again, it gets offensive or whatnot. That's for a different topic, but
That'd be a good topic.
yeah. Ed would thrive there.
What, video games?
No, offensive people and people being stupid. And,
Oh, yeah.
Just the
I was-
idiocracy.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I hate people.
Yeah. But it is. I mean, that conspiracy of people wanting to know. I would like to. I mean, did some kid really shoot him from 200? Some sniper shot from, again, 200 yards away.
Right.
And shot him in the neck, which is where the body armor wasn't.
Yeah.
Right. How do you do that? How do you without train? I mean, you know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Some kind of training. And then
how
the
did
dude
one
with the
kid
hand
shoot at Trump and
signals.
just hit his ear?
Right.
Like how hard that would be?
Yeah.
A near miss? No,
Yeah.
that's a little bit more than just a near miss.
But again, and then the dude with the hand signals, just the different type, the hat.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
hat
that's,
gesture. I mean,
conspiracy
again,
theories.
I just
Everybody
dove
just
into it.
looks
I
into
watched
it and
these
finds
things.
something else.
Mm-hmm.
They just
I
look into it and find what they
watched
want to
all
find.
this stuff. I'm like, oh my God, like, I got to stop. Because again,
Yes.
I was diving so deep and I wasn't getting anywhere.
Right.
So.
Well, that's the other thing too with, and it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. We have access to so much stuff, and it's hard to distinguish anymore what your sources are, what's real, what's not real, what the government, because we know the government has been feeding us misinformation
For years.
forever.
Years.
It's what a government does. And again, sometimes it's not necessarily a bad thing. Right?
Yeah.
Do I want to know what the latest most advanced weapon we have?
Yeah.
No, because if I know, then our
Since-
enemies know.
Since the atom bomb, right? That's
Right.
the most advanced, or nukes and atom bombs.
Oh
same
no, they
thing,
have
same
laser
thing?
weapons.
Yeah.
That same thing?
They have laser weapons now.
Do it?
Mm-hmm. They can use
Laser weapons?
Yeah, they'll use lasers to shoot down other incoming missiles.
Well, you heard of Tesla, right?
Of course.
You talking about Nikola Tesla?
Nikola Tesla.
Nikola
Yes.
Tesla.
Nikola Tesla. That's another.
You
beer.
know that
That's
is
another beer.
that is a huge conspiracy theory, man. They say that when he died, somebody from the government, whether it's the FBI, CIA, whatever, they went to his hotel room and cleaned out his safe of all of his notebooks and papers that
Right.
nobody else had seen.
But dude was so far advanced, ahead of
Yeah.
his time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's the guy that's responsible for this AC current that we have. Edison wanted direct current, DC. That was his power plant.
But it would have been better.
DC?
I think so. I think it'd have been more sustainable.
Well, again,
But then you got batteries and acid. I say that, but now saying that also,
Yeah.
batteries and lithium and all that kind of stuff.
But that's
like,
the thing now is once a lithium battery goes bad, you can't get rid of it. You can't
Right.
destroy it. What do you do
Yeah.
besides
Yeah.
shoot it into the sun?
right.
And then over time, what's it going to do to the sun?
Right.
But Tesla, the whole thing, because he was supposedly had death rays and all this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
That has been, and you guys talked about it last week about how, the car that ran on water,
Yeah.
and we don't have it, right? If that was real, who squashed it, right?
Yeah.
And why? If that was a real thing.
Right.
I mean, so again, the government has sown so much distrust that at least some of us have a hard time believing anything they say,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's just kind of the way it kind of works. So
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
it's the way the cookie crumbles.
What movie?
Hey, working back. I see no smiles.
I don't know that one.
Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty.
Yeah,
I saw parts of that movie.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
I didn't see all of it. I have seen parts of it.
But yeah, I've never, again, saying that out loud, it's like, oh, well, you know what, there is a lot more thing. I just feel like there's, I guess, working in controls and being an electrician, I feel like DC is just optimal than having your AC stuff. It's easier to work with, the dangers are lower, but you still got to know what you're doing, because if you hook something right and then your battery explodes and then you got battery acid and crap all over you, then then you're in the same boat, right? Now you got acid burns and third-degree burns, which, well, I mean, you touch 480, you're getting blown up anyways. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, but
one half dozen the other.
That's what Edison did. He actually put on demonstrations where he actually was killing cows with AC current. to show how bad it was. Not that you can't do it with DC, but that wasn't the
Yeah.
point, right? He was trying to sway public opinion
Yeah.
away from AC.
Yeah. It's a little harder.
You know, so I mean, it just I don't know, stuff like that is just kind of it's so again all throughout history we've had this stuff that happens, and then we are told one thing, and then 50 years, 75 years, 100 years later, it's like, oh yeah, well let me tell you what really happened.
Oh, by the way.
By the way, all that stuff that we told you back then, nah, but you can trust us now.
Yeah.
You know, we're coming clean. So from here on out, we got you back.
Yeah. Or it's
Got
like,
your back.
actually, it was true.
Yeah.
We just didn't want to do it. You
Right.
know? So,
I mean, so you know, there's this kind of, and again, we touched on this a little bit last week, but you guys know who the Freemasons are?
Yeah.
The or just the Masons?
yeah.
Do you know any Masons?
Wasn't Grandpa one? Didn't he have a ring? Didn't he have a Mason ring?
His brother, Sam, was a Mason.
Sam. That's who. I was like, did somebody
Yes.
have
Dad actually got asked to join it one time, and he told him no.
That's a cult. That's Illuminati stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I say cult, but
It's a subsection of Illuminati.
yeah.
Yes, and so we
They
talked
build the world. That's why they're called Masons.
that. So what we talked about it last week briefly. We talked about the Bilderberg Society.
Mm-hmm.
The Bilderberg, the Masons, and the Illuminati are all kind of tied together.
Right.
And like for instance, George Washington was a Mason. And have you read anything about all the Masonic and Illuminati symbology that's laid out in Washington D.C.?
No, you mean like with the dollar bill and the pyramid
eye
and
and
the
the
Yes.
all-seeing eye?
The all-seeing eye
Yeah.
on the dollar bill,
Well, it's
and
like, what you can take? What is it? The 20 or the 100, and you can fold it and make the Twin Towers burn. You seen that one? I
Yeah.
forgot what bill it was, but you
Yep.
can fold it a certain way. It's
Think
like, oh,
it's
you know,
a
like
$100
they
bill.
forewarned you, but if you didn't do origami, you'll never fold. You.
Right.
Like who just folds the dollar, whatever
Yeah.
bill that is? Like, oh,
Right.
this is the Twin Towers burning.
Yeah.
We knew this years ago.
Right.
This was all pre-planned. It's like,
but
yeah, cool. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. Like, okay.
but a lot of the architects and a lot of the people, a lot of the founding fathers and a lot of the architects that built D.C. were all Masons, and it's supposedly laid out according to Masonic principles, the all-seeing eye on and the pyramid, and then there's a Latin phrase on there. I can't remember what the phrase, what it says in Latin. It's something about something pluribus unum, one out of many, and then there's one on there that talks about a new order.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I know you guys have heard about the New World Order.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
where the
Multiple times.
people in power want to take over, and they've been steering things for centuries.
What about the stone that was down in Georgia?
Oh yeah,
Where it's basically said that if the world was to start over or something, like you wouldn't need more than 500,000 people on Earth.
yes,
What?
Yeah.
yeah.
And we got 8 billion.
Yep.
There
Was
was
it billion? Is it 8 billion?
It's probably more than that now.
yeah,
You got to think about how many different indigenous or tribes and stuff that are out there that's never been located that we still find today,
Right.
right.
especially
Well-
in the Amazon.
It's amazing, like these third world countries, how they don't have this stuff. Like, were we not a third world country at some point in time? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have this stuff,
Right.
you know?
Well, I mean, sure. When
Like, how did they not get the resources?
when the well, a lot of that had to do with trade routes and stuff.
Okay.
And when these, like the Roman Empire and the English Empire and all this kind of stuff, when they started coming together, a lot of it had to do with trade routes and that kind of stuff. And, you know, a lot of it had to do with when they had those trade routes, when people weren't fighting just for survival, they could spend time inventing stuff.
Right.
I mean, you look at the Mongols, Genghis Khan,
Mm-hmm.
he had one of the biggest empires,
He's my
Of all.
hero.
but
I think he ended up killing, what was it, 10% of the Earth?
yeah,
He
Yeah.
took over like 90%.
That's what he
of the Earth or
did.
something
I mean,
like
that's and they lived a nomadic life, and their whole culture was based on that.
that.
So
Dude, it's gruesome the shit that he used to do to people.
Right.
Oh yeah.
it was big, but that's what they did. So they didn't have time to sit around and think about inventing the printing press and
Right.
you know all that kind of stuff.
So let's just take over everything and kill everybody. They're
Yeah.
not us. I mean, they don't
Mhm.
deserve to be here.
Right. So I think that's one of the reasons that some of these countries, um, and some of it I think is honestly it's a fluke. It's luck. You know, when you don't have the resources and you live in some of these. But think about it. How long have we been? How long has the United States been in existence? 250 some years now.
Right.
Whereas you've got
We're the youngest country.
right. I mean, what are we going to look like in another 250 years?
Yeah.
Right? We may be a third world country.
All empires fall.
Exactly.
Go back through history. All empires fall.
Well, look at the Roman Empire. It started out, and it was one of the most well-run, well-maintained civilizations to exist up to that time. And what happened? They got so wealthy that their people got so bored that they needed more and more things to keep them entertained, and that's how the gladiator stuff came about. That's how the Colosseums and the battles and stuff. And as that happened, the society became more and more debased. They wanted more and more bloodshed because that's the only thing that excited them anymore because they had lived such a comfortable life.
That's crazy.
And you see it today. I guarantee
So that
you,
primitive instinct's still in there alive.
if people in the United States overall had a little bit more difficult life,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have time to run around and be offended by all this stuff that they're
Right.
bored. They look for stuff to get pissed off about.
Right.
If they
No
actually
internet. You shut the internet
That's right.
down for a year. It's
Dude,
all.
it would take
all-
less than that.
well, I know, but just saying, like it'd be pure chaos
Hmm?
if you went back 10 years ago, whenever we didn't have internet. Well, it's probably been longer than that.
I
Right.
wouldn't say it would be chaos if you shut the internet down, but if you were to shut power off,
No,
if you were to
dude,
shut power off to the entire U.S. or to the entire world in less than a month, you're going to dwindle numbers down.
tell me what
dramatically.
shut the internet down. Tell me how many things are going to fall apart. Work is going to crumble. Everything's
Yeah,
online.
everything.
Everything's digital.
Everything.
You shut the internet down for a year. Again, 6 months. It's going to fall apart.
Everything.
dude,
Because people won't know how to go back
Yeah,
to
it won't know how to
paperwork.
function. That means
Yeah.
you internet, your phone. I mean, sales, whatever. You shut down cell service and internet.
this
It's
is
going down.
this is no joke. When Matthew came through, this house right here in this whole area
Yeah.
was without power for 7 days.
Yeah.
For 7 days now.
Stir crazy.
And after about 3 days, I started sleeping during the day
Yeah.
Sleeping more.
and staying up at night with my shotgun. I'm not making this up. Why? I got a next door neighbor that lived diagonally right over here.
Yeah.
The second morning, he had gotten up to try to go someplace. It was dark. He traveled from his house, which is right behind that building, to my neighbor's house right here on the road.
Yeah.
And a guy stopped him. His car was pulled on the road. He stopped. My neighbor down here said his car was broke down and wanted to know if he had to jump. My neighbor said, "Don't have any jumper cables, but I got some. I'll go get them." So he goes back to get the jumper cables. And he's told this story more than once. He said, "Something told me to get my pistol." So he got his pistol. He came back, got out of his car. When he did, 3 other guys came out of the woods from across the road.
Damn.
They were going to jump him. He pulled his pistol out, fired a shot. They jumped in the car and left.
Yeah.
That same night, 12, 1 o'clock, all of a sudden, just gangs of people walking up and down the road.
God.
just loud, carrying on.
Yeah.
Didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
I had no idea what they were out here for. But I heard about people's houses trying to get broken in, that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So because I have a shotgun that sits right beside my bed.
Yeah.
I literally would get up in the morning, plug my generator in, so I could make sure my freezer and everything. And I would sleep for a couple hours, and then at night Sheila would go to bed, and I would stay up.
Dude's out here Elmer Fudding it.
Because I'm telling you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's 7 days.
Without
Just
the internet.
imagine a year of dude purge.
Yeah.
The purge
Yeah.
is happening.
So it doesn't take long for
Yeah.
that civilization,
Yeah,
that veneer.
well.
Now, on the plus side, my neighbors and stuff right here, we got to know each other.
You'd go back
Yeah.
to having better communities.
We have a gas stove, and we're on county water, so we never lost water.
Yeah.
But people that didn't have gas stoves, they couldn't boil their water because we had heard that the county said boil your water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a gas stove, and the tank was full.
Yep.
So every day, every afternoon, people from all over would bring food here to the house.
For water.
We would cook.
Barter.
No,
Oh.
we would cook because we
Yeah.
had a grill, but we had the gas stove,
Yeah.
and we would cook, and then we would boil water to wash the dishes,
Yeah.
and that way because people were losing their food,
Yeah.
so we would come over and I had two big picnic tables, the fold out ones, set them up under the carport. Now it was hot as crap, but we set up under the carport every afternoon and have dinner.
Yeah. That's cool.
But
Yeah.
all these other people that we didn't know,
Yeah.
didn't know where they came from,
Yeah.
they were just meandering all night long. So I didn't take a chance. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that. Well,
No.
Again, so that was a tangent. Again, you start talking and just start wondering things, and you get off on these tangents. You know, it's our conspiracy theories, but again, these tangents. I mean, again, because it's just stuff that you otherwise people don't talk about it, or you just don't think about it.
you don't think about it
Because
a lot of
you're
times.
You're not sitting
right?
here having that kind of buddy banter. You know,
So like and subscribe,
like and subscribe.
and we'll get more of this information, or these guys will get more information like this out to you.
That's right.
So, but it's just, when you hear about all this stuff that happens, and you don't really understand it, the other thing that may surprise you, or it may not, there's a lot of stuff that happens in North Carolina
Oh yeah.
that, whether it's sightings of whatever in the skies, stuff in the mountains, especially
Bigfoot.
up. Well, have you ever heard of the North Carolina dogmen?
No.
I don't think so.
Dog men.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Hairy people.
so you go out and you start looking up some of this stuff, and there's a lot of people that do hunting and stuff, and they have all these trail cams now,
Yeah.
right? And you look at some of the stuff that people have posted
Oh, there's some weird shit out there.
that has showed up
Mm-hmm.
on their cameras,
Yeah.
and they can't figure out what it is.
Right.
It's cryptozoology stuff that we don't know what it is, supposedly.
Right.
And all this stuff is out there. And I was just looking here a couple of weeks ago. I found it because I was up I'm up till 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. Now that I'm unemployed and on a fixed income, I don't have to be anywhere.
Dude takes naps at 2 o'clock and stays up till
I do.
midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning.
I do.
And then sleeps till 8:30, 9 o'clock.
No, I'm up.
Not really.
I'm
You
up
are
by 8
early.
o'clock.
You are up early,
I'm
which
up.
is always surprising.
I'm up. But now I will try to get a nap in the afternoon if I can.
He does.
If I can.
He gets a nap. Trust me. He
If I-
texts me every
Well,
day.
I'm old too.
Talk to you soon.
do.
Laying down.
I do. I text him and say, hey, I'm laying down. I'll call you this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I call him every day after work, which is 2:30. But like 1:35, 1:40. Talk to you later. Call you later. Love you. So that call you later, love you means I'm laying down.
I'm laying down.
Or he directly says, laying down for my nap. Talk to you later. I'm like, Lord. And I'm just like shaking my head. I'm like, well, ain't nobody tell you to stay up to midnight, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, but that's my time, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I have worked so long where I had to get up early in the
I
morning.
know. I know.
I used to hate the fall because I would leave leave for work in the morning when it was dark, and I didn't get home till it was dark.
Yeah.
And I worked inside of a plant,
I
and so
know.
never saw the sun.
Yeah.
So now she'll lay down. I'm just telling you, my life is different now. I can actually
Enjoy
keep a schedule that I want. So
Yeah.
I'll stay up. Most of the times I'm watching woodworking videos,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. But occasionally, so here a couple of weeks ago, I was looking at some stuff, and I came across this website called Carolina Case Files. So I'm giving them a plug, Carolina Case Files. Go check them out.
Yeah. Not a sponsor, but
Not a sponsor, but they could be. So if Carolina Case Files sees this, ring these boys
I'll
up.
make sure to tag you.
Tag, but they had
tag.
a thing where it's an actual 911 call from Pender County,
Oh, that's
which
close.
is that was actually from Curry in Pender
Yeah,
County,
that's pretty close.
and this happened back in I think in 2021. This dude was out in the middle of nowhere, somewhere near Black River in Pender County, wherever that is,
It's a couple hours for me.
and it was like 11 o'clock at night, and he calls 911, and he says, "Hey, I just passed a guy standing on the side of the road. Looks like he's covered in blood. Real pale looking. Had blood looked like it's coming from his head. I'm calling to tell you guys about it." So the dispatch the woman was talking to him. Well, where are you? And he's telling her, and she said, "Oh, I know where that is." And he's talking to her, and he's driving a pickup truck, and all of a sudden, he's like, "Damn, what is that?" And you hear on the call something bang on his truck. He's just like, bam. And he says, "It's in the back of my bed. It's in the back of my bed."
Oh, damn.
And the woman's like, "What is it, sir? Is it an animal?" And he's like, and all of a sudden he's screaming, "It's not human. It's not human." He says, "I turned the bed light on, and it's clawing at the top of his truck trying to get in." And so by that time he's accelerated. They estimate he was doing probably 80, 90 miles an hour. And all of a sudden he throws on the brakes, and he says it rolls off the front of his vehicle and disappears. And he takes off, and he's still on the phone with the 911 lady.
Right.
State patrol come out, rescue, all this stuff. They go looking for the man, if it was a man, and then whatever this thing was. Couldn't find it. The police saw the stuff. They interviewed the sheriff in Pender County.
Right.
It's a real sheriff. They found him.
Did they get to see the damage to the truck?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And they got the call. And
Crazy.
to
Carolina
this day,
Case
they don't
Files.
know what it is.
Yeah.
Have no idea. So,
That's wild.
and they have a lot of this stuff out there. So,
Well, have you seen? You've seen like the whole Mark Zuckerberg and the whole lizard people and stuff like that. Like, just like Biden, right? Like Biden don't look nothing like what he looked like, say 6 years ago, 5 years ago. Yeah, he was getting older, but there's the thing like the earlobe thing, like how they're like attached to like his head now, and he had lobes before. And just these random, like, weird things and, like,
Right.
stuff happening, like, to celebrities and whatnot that aren't just, like, normal things. But again, it's like, okay, it's caught on camera, but, like, well, AI's been a new thing, right? But people still, like, doctor videos, and there's stuff out there to do it. But, so it's hard to believe, but it's like, some of it seems to make sense. Like did Biden have dementia? Like, or, you know, he's part of the skin people, you know what I mean? Like that, you know, skin walkers.
dude,
So it's like,
y'all should do a whole episode on nothing but, because there's supposedly like a half a dozen different alien types.
right.
The reptilians,
They're already here.
and I know you guys have heard about the Anunnaki.
The Anunnaki?
Yeah.
I heard about that.
So they've supposedly been here
For
thousands and thousands of years and actually
apparently
seeded
they seeded the
human race.
the apes to become humans, and they used the humans to harvest gold because they needed gold to
Yes.
sustain the atmosphere of the planet
What?
that they're originally from.
Y'all want some
And,
other-
and the
I
crazy,
have,
listen,
I've
the crazy
never-
part
Telling
is,
you, man.
the crazy part is, like, they have documentation of like cave drawings and stuff like that that proves it.
And they are supposedly reptilian,
Right.
and they're still here, and they are. That's where the
Right.
skinwalker thing comes
Right.
from. That they have taken over a lot of these celebrities, a lot of the. Remember in Men in Black
Yeah.
when at the beginning, and they were talking about how when what was his name, Tommy Lee Jones took Will Smith into the thing, and they were talking about these people coming in, and they would they would make them into, and they had a whole thing about the people that were really aliens,
Yeah.
and it was like Paris Hilton and
Right,
Elvis
yeah.
and all these people. That again,
Yeah, it just was a real,
art
it's a
imitates
real-
life, right?
Yeah.
That's the government's way of introducing, right, this stuff. But supposedly these reptilians and other aliens have that ability to do that. So when you see people like Biden and the mean orange man, which
Right.
I'm a Trump guy, but you know I understand people. So, but that is what is happening.
Right.
That's the people the aliens are actually controlling.
Right.
So the Anunnaki, man, give it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is where on my end that to me ignorance is bliss. Like some stuff is, I wouldn't say too far fetched, but I'm like, you know what, I ain't got time for that shit. I just don't. I mean, like, yeah, would it be cool if aliens were here and they weren't trying to probe us or mind control us or whatever? But like to like bring like things that would actually help us or sustain us. But what other civilization wants to do that, right? Most civilizations want to take control, conquer, whatever.
But we talked about
You
that
know,
last week. The
so-
dark forest
Yeah,
or the zoo.
like I'm more of a positive
Right.
thinker, and because to me, like, I don't watch the news, I don't vote, I don't do any of these things because I feel like there's already too much bad happening around me.
The only thing that the news reports on is all
It's bad
negative.
stuff. It's
Yeah.
all negative. I don't need more bad stuff in my life.
Right.
Not saying that I have a bad life, but you know what I mean?
I agree.
But I deal with
Like,
enough
oh, I got a
negative stuff now.
flat tire.
Yeah.
Oh, I got fired at work. Those kind of, there's too much shit going on
Yes.
that I don't need to hear about. The Ukraine stuff. They got bombed or whatever happened. I can't help what happened in Ukraine.
Right.
I can't help what's going on in Russia. I can't help what's going on in Afghanistan. That all these other things that are happening like hundreds of thousands of miles away, I can't help it. Voting is rigged. I don't care what anybody. I just wholeheartedly believe that the presidency, sports, you name it, that we watch on TV, it's all rigged. I don't care. Basketball, football,
Follow the
hockey,
money.
it's all rigged.
Follow the money.
They know who's going to win. Those people that get paid hundreds of millions of dollars and that dude misses a three-pointer, I don't believe it.
Right.
You tell me.
After he's hitting 3-pointers all season.
Yeah, Seth Curry, however you say his name. There's two different ones, but that dude shoots from half court and drains it. But you telling me he misses it from 20 feet away? Absolutely not. Wide open and you missed it. Okay, maybe once or twice, but you made 5 out of 15 attempts. Absolutely not. I don't care
Right.
what you say. It's all set up. It's
That's the
all
same thing
rigged.
when
It's all controlled.
Last time Panthers went to the Super Bowl, they had a perfect season.
Yeah.
But Peyton was retiring that
Yeah,
year.
yeah. They didn't. The Panthers did not have a perfect season when they played. Absolutely, the Panthers have not had a perfect season in a long time.
Well, I
But
don't follow
now-
sports, so
Yeah,
I can't
but now-
weigh in on that at all.
But still, that stuff is rigged. I don't care what anybody says. You can't change my mind to say that it's not. So all this government stuff and there's no point in me voting because they already know who's going to win. I don't care how many recounts you do. I don't. So I don't vote. And I don't care. That's one of the things.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. Like, hey, I just don't.
Yeah, they
And here's my reasoning.
they
I mean,
say
but that's
your-
okay though, right? You know.
They say your vote counts, but like your one single vote isn't going to make or break
Yeah,
anybody.
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
If you want to make a difference, everybody quit voting.
yeah,
No, nobody vote and then see what happens.
yeah, like that's where like I think,
I don't know that anything would change.
yeah,
Same people would still get in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How would they get in if they didn't get any votes?
yeah. So and that's where that's
I
kind
don't
of
know.
my point, right?
I hear you,
Yeah.
but I can't believe they would just let power go that easily.
Like I feel like it's okay to say that because you vote, right? Did
I do.
you vote?
No.
But-
Never.
But he votes. And
I
like
vote.
to me, that hey, cool, you vote, awesome. If you think you're making a difference, awesome. I also think I'm making a difference by not voting. You know, it's you should. Why? Oh well, you know, and then they start you ask why I should vote, and then it's just some whatever people say.
Well,
Well, I
everybody
get
should
with
have
that.
the right to do
Right. Yeah. Whatever
what they
you
wanna
want
do,
Yeah,
as far as that
whether
goes, yeah.
Again, that comes to freedom of speech, bearing arms, all these things that we have in the Constitution. It's my right. I don't want to vote. You know, I just don't. To me, it doesn't.
And nobody should try to take that away from you. And nobody
Right.
should try to make you
You
feel
can't
any
force
different.
me. If you don't vote, you're not getting paid this week. What? You know what I mean? Or you're going to jail for 6 months because you didn't. You know, people. That's the kind of thing that happens. Well, it doesn't happen, but you know what I mean. That
Right.
It could get to a point. Oh well, if you don't vote, we're gonna
You get double tax.
reprimand you or whatever.
You get double tax.
yeah, we're gonna tax you 2 times. You know, because you didn't vote. But that's where, again, I like having conversations. I like being devil's advocate. I like knowing what other people think and do.
Yeah.
Whether what I agree with you, that's not the point. I just want to have good
A
conversation.
good conversation. Whether, like I said, whether we agree or not, it's
Yeah.
not going to get to the point where I'm like, oh,
Right.
You say another word, I'm gonna kill you. It's
Yeah,
never gonna,
right. That's what I'm saying.
At,
Like,
one, at what point do you become the adult and just turn around and just walk away?
Well, that's
Yeah.
why the conspiracy stuff for me is so much fun, because there's so much of it out there.
Yep.
And you can,
It keeps
if
the
you
imagination
get
going.
with intelligent people like you two. See, I'm trying to make up for the thing earlier, right? Trying to walk that one back some.
Uh-huh.
But when you can have a conversation and just have fun with it,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, I can't prove it or disprove it.
Yep.
I can have my opinion about it, and to me, it's just that information gathering, and trying to understand what's out there and make sense of it. Honestly, it helps keeps my cognitive abilities moving, because when you
Because he's getting older, he's on a fixed income. I
That's
mean,
right.
he needs
I need stimulation. You know, this is why I'm up till 12:30, 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning,
Yeah, he needs the
looking
stimuli.
at stuff, because I need to keep going. I don't
Oh,
want
yeah,
to.
rabbit hole.
I don't want to be the guy sitting in the nursing home with the
Huh?
pudding cup,
Oh yeah,
you know, just drooling.
we
and
won't do that to you.
you know,
I'm not going to send you.
so-
to nursing. I'll take care of you. I ain't going to send you to a nursing
I'm
home.
not saying I mind going to the nursing home.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I want to be able to have the cognitive ability to still stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning with my iPad or my laptop.
Yeah.
That's the thing that scares me the most about getting old, is losing that ability. So I try
It's
to.
basically becoming a child again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I tell everybody. I said the smartest man I know is my dad. I was like, he's well-rounded and versatile in knowledge in general. I was like, if I got a question and I don't know, I was like, I'll call him first.
Right.
And if he doesn't know it, he'll at least look into it and read up on it and then get back with me.
Yeah.
Or I'll go find somebody that has an expertise in that. But if I have a question, you're the person I'm calling.
Well, if I'm the smartest person you know, you need to find some better friends.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, it's true. I mean, you got the years. I mean, again, I know you're smart. I mean, he's downplaying himself, but I mean, you're well versatile in knowledge in general. You have a general grasp on a lot of aspects of life and, I mean, technology. I mean, these things. I mean, I didn't know you knew these certain things about whatever. I mean, or I mean, again, because you have your own interests and stuff. I know you like these things, but that you are well versed in.
Sheila always tells me that I am a wealth of useless information.
I've also heard that.
Yeah.
See,
that.
you
I've
heard
also
that, right?
yeah, I've got that. She's like, it's like Char's like, why do you know these?
I
things?
don't-
I'm like,
I don't know. I just
I don't
know
know.
Right. I just
Like,
do.
I don't know. I just do.
I just do.
Well, is it right? I mean, I think so. I'm not sure. Why? What is
Dude.
that? That's I don't know. We've been talking. Oh.
About
Well,
using cellular
Yeah.
data.
You cellular
Hey,
data.
see, you've been talking too much. They're about to shut us down.
Yeah, we've been talking. It's like, hey, you've said the word government too many times. We're shutting it down. Phone,
Exactly.
Just whole phone's gonna collapse.
Exactly. It's
the
just
whole,
that
it's just
whole
gonna,
wireless
it's gonna
thing.
melt in on itself. And
Dude,
like, I ain't
they're
got a
going to
phone
knock
anymore.
out internet service this whole area.
Oh, yeah.
Wi-Fi and everything.
Hey,
It's going to go dark.
It don't matter. We'll be on a cruise.
No, I'm talking about right now. It's done.
Oh, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Truck staying here. I'm just gonna
Hey.
start running. Like
Dude, Spectrum has been out here since
Oh,
last night,
shit.
up and down this whole area. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm telling you, I think they knew we were getting ready to have this podcast.
Because our phones hear everything. Right now,
Yes.
it's happened multiple times to
Yeah.
me, to Shar. You be talking about something, and the next thing you go on Facebook or something
Yes,
that's got
it's there.
ads, it's promoting it in your face.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that
They're not listening.
Johnny
listens to
Bravo.
everything.
Well, I shouldn't say that because Johnny Bravo's is Kendrick.
Yeah.
Is his Xbox name, but that Joe Blow is like these mother.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
And on the computer, you ain't going on a cruise.
Right.
You're getting flagged.
Hey,
Yeah.
all I know is when y'all get down there tomorrow, there's gonna be a hurricane coming. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
Yeah, the weather. That's another thing. A conspiracy. The weatherman is wrong so many times, but yet he's got a job.
Yeah.
That's another good one.
Yeah.
The whole weather and stuff and predictions, and they can just cause
Cloud seeding.
hurricanes.
Well, you know, when Katrina came through New Orleans, everybody was saying that Bush caused it because the government can control the hurricane, so he steered the hurricane
Hey.
to New Orleans
Yeah.
because of the political stuff that was going on there.
What
He didn't
about the
like.
thing about when the government had first shut down? They had been shut down for the first several weeks. You didn't see any plane trails in the sky. They said basically the government shut down. They weren't seeding clouds anymore. They weren't
Right.
trying to control the weather.
Yeah. That's that whole chemtrails thing
Yeah.
where they're you see these chemtrails in the sky and they're seeding or spreading chemicals to control. I mean, there's all kind. There's a whole chemtrail conversation
Yeah.
that you can have when you talk about
Jeez.
man.
That's the same thing with
Yeah.
COVID.
What was it?
And the COVID shots.
I don't even want to. I don't
Hey,
even
dude.
want to go there. I don't
I
even
said
wanna-
there's rabbit hole after rabbit hole.
Yeah, and there he is. But we
We could change our name from Buddy Banter to Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause we
You're
could
going
talk
down
about
every
all kind
rabbit
of random
hole.
shit all the time.
Rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But this again, we wanted to do this for you guys. I mean, there's a lot to talk about, a lot of stuff we didn't touch on last week that we wanted to talk
There's
about.
still a lot of stuff we didn't talk about
There's
this week.
stuff more now. Like I'm more invested in different conspiracy theories and want to get more involved with it. But we wanted to do a part 2 and have Pop back on and change the scenery a little bit. We get talked about our scenery a little bit, and where we produce the show back in the studio. We
Whose
get
grandma's house are y'all in?
yeah, we get talks and I get texts like, "What are y'all doing? Where are y'all?"
We could go
Like-
through and we could fix that up if you wanted
We
to.
could, but it's just I think that's us, like
Yeah.
hey, it's like
It's your
almost
thing,
like
man.
looking at it back in time, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like hey, we're set back in the 80s and 90s time frame, but this was a nice change of pace, and I'm glad we were able to get to do it, get together, have some adult time.
And you guys are always welcome to come over here, even if I'm not on. I mean, that you guys can come over here and hang out at any time. I mean, it's nothing but a thing, man.
Yeah, so
It's,
it was
it's all good.
This is week 2 of not having of what are the odds, but I feel like this trumps what are the odds. This was been really good conversation, been really good talks, but we haven't left it out. We just don't necessarily want to get Pop too involved with what are the odds because we don't want him to get sick or we don't want him to.
That's right.
Well,
My delicate
no.
constitution.
Not just that, we don't want him coming up with some shit.
Yeah,
we
we
don't know what
don't-
it is,
yeah.
and then we get stuck with it.
So I was sitting here thinking about, well, what if I do something like, what are the odds you show a nip, but then it's like, oh, that might public nudity, and
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I got told I got Hershey Kiss nipples, so I don't know if y'all want to see that.
Well,
or
there
not.
you go.
But they are nice and perky.
TMI.
So, but yeah, guys. So hey, like it, comment, subscribe. Again, the video will be posted up. come.
But y'all won't have cigars and drinks next week.
No, I mean we could.
Just saying.
We could. Let's go in the garage. I mean, hey, we can always make it happen. But this was a special occasion. So I definitely.
Shit, I could set up axe throwing at the house.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Well, again,
I've never done that, but that'd be awesome.
We
fun.
plan on bringing you guys just, I don't want to say random stuff, but I mean we got ideas and we're gonna have them, we're gonna do them, and if it's something that we can make happen, hey, we're gonna do it and bring it to you.
Yeah, and if you
still
ever
good
have
conversations.
ideas, I mean, shoot them out there. We're
Always
not-
willing.
Yeah, we're always willing
Hey,
to try something.
We'll try it at least once. So, but like we always say, until next time, peace.
Later.